As we watch today's storm roll through, there are many living in the Inland Empire who are still dealing with the damage from the storm last month.
It hit places like Forest Falls and Oak Glen in a big way last month. NBC4's Christian Caceres went back there today. He's live right now in Yucaipa with more of the conditions there. Christian.
That's right, guys. So the heavier rain only lasted for about an hour or so today. Other than that, it's just really been drizzling like what we see right now. But I did get a chance to talk to CAL FIRE San Bernardino just moments ago, and they tell me their biggest concern for this area today was flooding. And thankfully, they say they have had no major issues because of this storm. But we did get a chance to go into the Oak Glen neighborhood today and talk to families who say they were doing what they could to protect their homes from the rain.
Along the road to Oak Glen, we found county crews trying to reinforce roads and pathways of any storm runoff. Because behind these mud hills are concerned families like Oscar Solano, hoping this time Mother Nature will spare them.
Yeah, that'd be great because I've been on this tractor from the last mudslide cleaning up my front yard here. They got about 3 to 4 feet of mud and boulders.
This is what Solano is talking about when last month's storm caused multiple waves of mud and debris that came into his property, and he says trapped him for over 24 hours. Both Glen Oak and Forest Falls reported heavy damage from that storm.
This stuff is like a consistency of cement, so you got to wait 24, 48 hours before you could really start moving it, carve a path out.
A few miles up the road, today's storm also made conditions slippery for many as it brought the first snow of the season. Caltrans clearing the roads with the snowplows along Highway 18 in higher elevation areas in the San Bernardino Mountains. Down below in Riverside, wet roads had drivers slowing down for most of their Tuesday commute. But the rain didn't seem to be slowing down Solano from protecting his apple orchard. He was thankful to see county crews working nearby if things got out of control.
I mean, it gives me a peace of mind that the road would be open in case of emergencies, but they don't come into our yards to dig us out. So, you know, I'm glad I got a tractor here. I'll dig myself out, but
And guys, county crews are asking drivers to please slow down because even though it's just a drizzling right now, that heavier rain that we saw earlier today really is creating some slippery conditions on the roads. They're asking people to just be patient, slow down, take your time, and if possible, stay away from the mountain communities until the storm moves along. We're live from Yucaipa. Christian Caceres, NBC4 News.
Christian, thank you. Even with the breaks in the rain, it's still cloudy, cold, I should say, and windy up in Victorville. This is video near Palmdale and El Ivado roads. Those winds and cooler temperatures are continuing across the high desert into the evening.
How about this? The storm has really been a welcome relief for Mammoth Mountain Resort. They've already seen between 6 and 10 inches of snow since just yesterday. It's expected to keep snowing into tomorrow. The resort, by the way, opens for the winter season just 1 month from today, November 14th.
Perhaps sooner with what we're looking at there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
That was a lot of snow.
Yeah.
Same storm. Big Bear getting a few snow showers, but nothing like what our neighbors to the north are seeing. We are seeing all of this moisture move out, Colleen and Michael, as we go throughout the rest of the evening. Just some spotty activity. So here's the First Alert Radar Network as we flip things around here on this Tuesday afternoon. You can see we do have some spotty activity right now out across areas in Ventura County, up through the mountains here for Fillmore, just to the west of Piru and well to the north of the 101. You could see that in between Santa Paula and Fairview at this hour. Some moderate spotty pockets currently moving on through. Also, the showers really starting to dissipate and thin out across areas in Riverside County to the north of Hemet. You could see some moisture still lingering out across areas in Beaumont and Desert Hot Springs as we continue to travel up to the north and above 7,000 feet. We've got some snow showers around Big Bear to the north of Seven Oaks and just to the east of Green Valley Lake here on this Tuesday. One positive from all of this moisture we saw today, air quality is really nice with that onshore flow. It really cleans out the atmosphere. So the green is an indication of good conditions in terms of the air quality. We've got one yellow square, and that is just for Riverside as we go throughout the rest of our Wednesday. Let's fast forward and talk about the story and what's to come as we head into our Wednesday morning. It's going to be a chilly start. Overnight lows in the upper 40s and the lower 50s. You can can see for the basin, we'll have some clouds breaking for some sunshine as we get into our Wednesday morning. So by tomorrow morning, numbers in the upper 50s and lower 60s, and then just the 60s on the way by day's end. So your forecast tomorrow for the basin showing you that number at about 67 degrees, 65 for the coast. More sunshine on the way Thursday and Friday, which will lead to more warmth. The weekend looking really nice. Temperatures in the middle and upper 70s Saturday and Sunday, and then the lower 70s for the coast as we head into our upcoming weekend before we cool back down next week. For the valleys, upper 60s on the way. Same thing for the Inland Empire. The moisture moves out, and then Thursday and Friday we'll have temperatures rebounding into the upper 70s. We're holding at about 80 for the valleys, 82 for the Inland Empire. Starting to cool down once again as we get into next Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures in the upper 60s and the lower 70s. High desert. Next couple of days you'll have numbers in the upper 60s, 70s and 80s on the way for the low desert. The low desert this upcoming weekend, you are peaking to the upper 80s. And for the mountains, snow showers moving on out. We're replacing that with some sunshine, 48, and temperatures the rest of the week into the weekend into the 50s and 60s.